Hey guys, what's going on? Bloomington here, and welcome back to another episode of Challengefield. Now this week is a little bit of a simple episode because there were a few problems with Hardline. The game did in fact sort of have a almost game-breaking glitch for me, and a few other issues, so I didn't actually have as much time to make this as I would have. But either way, I got a video out for you guys. Hopefully this is out at the proper time, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now this week's episode is a little bit simple, but all it is bolt actions, but using the iron sights for them. Now if you don't know, in Battlefield games for quite a while now, I believe ever since Battlefield 3, maybe even before that, you can actually use the iron sights on a sniper rifle without, losing an attachment slot. It takes up the scope slot obviously, but it works pretty effectively. It's actually really cool to do. Now this week the episode is a little bit different because I didn't actually get a choice of what weapon to use. I ended up sticking with the Scout Elite, which is the only sniper rifle I had unlocked. They are pretty expensive, the sniper rifles, and I didn't want to spend all the cash on them in game in order to buy a rifle that I'm only going to use for a very short amount of time. But either way, it was actually very fun. Now if you don't know, iron sights are basically the sights that are designed for the gun. They're usually pretty functional stuff that isn't designed to look nice, but it's just designed to be able to, if you look at a target, you can see the target and put a round towards them. They are not really designed too practically in most situations. Honestly though, the ones on this gun aren't too bad, and in fact I got lucky with the Scout Elite because it has an extremely fast bolt action, and it's also very quick in general, with firing rounds. It's almost like a semi-automatic rifle. You can shoot one round, quickly reload and shoot the next. But obviously the big problem with this was I was taking away the main purpose of a sniper rifle, which is to hit shots at a long range doing good damage. But obviously this did kind of become a little bit of a sort of counterproductive, because without any scope, it's also very hard to hit those long range shots because I have nothing to shoot at a distance. I have nothing to be able to aim with. The iron sights were kind of effective at range once or twice, where I had a good clean line of sight and I was able to take my time and line up the sight. But obviously it sucked one-on-one, which was one thing. Pretty much never won a fight. I was pretty much always, if not always, outgunned by someone in one-on-one fight. That being said though, it was pretty satisfying when you get a kill, especially if it was a one-shot headshot. Now that's probably one of the best things about this. You do have a potential to one-hit kill, which was definitely what I was going for. Obviously I'm not the best sniper in the world, but when I was able to take my time, maybe even if it was like 2 or so seconds longer, if I was able to line up a shot long enough to shoot them with one hit and get them down, that'd be good. And this weapon's definitely best at medium range. I really found a good tactic in sort of overwatching. Usually the problem with snipers is that the scope zooms in too much. As you can see here, I'm playing on the map called the block, and I was very much able to hide on top of these buildings and do pretty well with just taking out stragglers that get past my teammates, or even take out targets that are just hiding at the back of the map and think I can't actually see them. Now one thing that's quite funny is because, like I said to you guys throughout the video, there was sort of a glitch, a game-breaking one, where in fact I didn't play the game all the day after release. It just didn't work and it was just so annoying. I'll have a video out about that when I get the time to make it. But basically because of that, I hadn't played any of the game. I barely used any of the guns. So when I use this weapon, I used it for quite a while, and it's now the most high killed ranking weapon on my Battlefield game, and that's kind of funny because that's never happened with a sniper rifle. I barely ever use them. Now one definite thing that was very satisfying was going on streaks. Like I said, it's got the one hit potential. That was just fantastic when I was able to get a streak, maybe even for like 2 or 3 kills where I was just 3 headshots in a row. That was just awesome. Although clearly I was put at a disadvantage because of only one shot bolt, but it was extremely satisfying. And if you have better recon than me, I'd recommend trying this. It is very fun to do, and also the laser mines are extremely cheap to get kills with. I feel dirty every time I get a kill with them, but they are pretty fun. There's nothing more satisfying than being chased by an enemy thinking, oh god, what am I going to do? Placed on a laser mine, and the guy runs straight into it. It is very satisfying, and honestly I love the little red hit indicator for a headshot in Battlefield. And again, it's just more satisfying to see that. Also it definitely confirms that you've killed somebody, though I would like to see a hit indicator as well, a kill indicator as well. Maybe when you kill the enemy it shows up with purple, which is pink / purplish, is what I used to have on mine. That's been something a little bit extra. But until then, guys, my name is Monsoon. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions about Hardline, don't forget to leave them down in the comments. But until then, guys, this has been Monsoon, out.